We're going to check our intonation, and I'm going to show you the tuner. That's pretty good. That's also pretty good. If I change the length of this string, I'm going to change the intonation, and the instrument will not be playing as in tune as it could. To bust a myth. The myth in this case centers around the allegation that taking your bass bridge back does not alter your tuning. It only makes the string tighter. Okay. We're in tune in the G string. And we're in intonation. Generally the note stays the same. It wavers a little bit, but that would not show up as being out of tune. And we'll even try it at the 24th fret. Now, the 24th fret is a little sharp. So, we could fix that. But let's go for the 12th fret, which we know is in tune, and intonation is good. So now we're going to take this apparatus here and bring the bridge back and retune the string. We're going to bring the bridge back way far. And now we're going to tune the string up again. And it's way flat. It's a whole semitone flat at the 24th fret. So I guess that pretty much debunks that. Okay, so we have our 12th fret, which yields a harmonic. And then we have the fretted note, which ideally should yield the same note. This adjustment brings that into play, and I'll demonstrate how. The issue that comes up now is one of intonation and how we achieve that. On a bass, there are fat strings and skinny strings. Now I'm putting it simply. The fat strings are focally longer than the skinny strings, which means their mass to the tautness ratio has to be adjusted due to the greater mass of the fatter strings. And in order to do that, we have intonation as it stands. That's why, in general, the lower strings are further from the nut in order to be in tune than the skinny strings. It's a matter of their greater mass and stiffness overcoming their ability to vibrate with regularity over the length of the string. They tend to want to go sharp as you go up the scale because it's the same tension, but the stiffness of the string now overcomes to some degree the flexibility of a longer string. So we have to compensate for that. Plus, if you have, let's say, a certain brand of G string and you replace it with another brand of G string that doesn't have the same diameter, very likely you will need to adjust your intonation, the focal length of the string, in order to focus on the right note being at the 12th fret, and some will even test at the 24th fret, and then take an average between the two. At this point, at the 24th fret, the stiffness of the string is seriously overcoming the flexibility of the string to vibrate evenly at all frequencies. So it absolutely tends to want to go sharp up here. But if you kind of find a happy medium between the two, the instrument will play that much more in tune. Then you have stuff like the Buzzfeed tuning system, which even take it another place. In intonating an instrument, we want to hear the harmonic exactly in the middle of the string, letting both halves vibrate sympathetically, causing a note 1 octave above the tonic or the open string. And we want to match that note with the fretted note, which there is a problem already because we have to press the string down to get that fretted note, thereby sharpening it, thereby having further need for adjustment on the intonation end. If you like to play with a higher action, you're going to need to bring the bridge back in order to compensate for pushing the string sharp. That's why this adjustment is here. Not so you can make your strings tauter or so that you can have some magic gobbledygook happen with your bass. I can imagine if all the bass players listened to that specific bit of advice about bringing your strings all the way back to make them tauter, I guess some other bass players will get more work because they'll be able to play in tune. I don't know, it's a theory of mine. Could happen.